What's up, guys? So when I first started this YouTube channel like 2 years ago, I made a video about taking the wheel off a CRF50 and changing the tube, and it was a horrible video, guys. Like, it was mainly just footage of me doing it. It wasn't really me explaining or showing anything. It was probably on a GoPro or something, but for some reason that video's performed really well. So I wanted to redo it. I had a rainy day. I had another CRF50 in here that needs a tube. So I'm going to try to improve on that a little bit, give you more of a step-by-step, because there's obviously a lot of people out there needing help with it. I mean, this is like a top 10 video of mine. I have over 600 videos up, and I think there's some pretty cool stuff, but for some reason the CRF50 tire change keeps performing. So yeah, I'm going to take you through how to do that today. And thanks for watching, and if you don't mind, hit the subscribe and the red bell, leave me a comment. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is take a 12mm and a 10mm and loosen up these chain adjusters, just so we can more easily get the axle out. Basically just going to hold the 12 for a second, loosen up the 10, and then just loosen up the 12. Okay, on this rear brake, you're just going to take this nut off. This should be going through this arm, but they lost the piece, so the customer already had this off. I actually got to replace this when I put it back together. So our rear brake is already unattached. So you can see our adjusters are loose. So now we can grab the two sockets to take the axle off. Alright guys, so the nut itself is a 19, the bolt is a 14. We're basically just going to hold one side and loosen up the nut. Just like that. Spin the nut off, take the chain adjuster off, and be able to push the axle through. The axle right there so we don't lose it. Then we can remove the chain. These spacers are real easy to fall out and get lost. So make sure you pay attention to the drum. It slides, it sits right there on that little slide. So yeah, now we've got the wheel off. Now we can try to put a tube in it. Alright guys, so we're just going to go ahead and change this tire now, pretty much like we do any other. It's a little more of a pain because the hub hole is too small. You can't fit the rod through it. So you have to kind of hold it yourself. You can, the tire changer won't really hold it for you. But we got a 10-inch. I'm using a 2.5, 275 Sedona 10. Pretty much any small 10-inch tube will work. But yeah, these tiny ones can be tricky, but these chain shings are usually pretty soft. So yeah, we'll just change it and get ready to put it back on. Alright guys, our tire is all changed. So we're going to go ahead and put the brake hub back on. Make sure our chain is out here. Okay. Now, here's our spacer. Put it back in the wheel. Our axle here. Slide that through. Normally we'd add a little grease to it. This one's already got some grease still on it. It's pretty good. Got the other side. We can go ahead and pop our chain on while it's loose. Put our left side adjuster back where it goes. Put the other adjuster right there. There's the nut. We've got the new Honda brake piece that we can go ahead and put on here. So that just slides through the brake arm. And then we have to make sure the bike is on the very edge of the stand so that we can push the brake rod down. Send the brake rod through there. Keep this in there where it goes. There we go. Then thread this back on. We can check our chain adjusters. They have little marks. You want to make sure they're at the same mark on the swing arm. These both look like they're just right past the third mark. So we can just hand tighten it and keep it snug enough. Then we'll just snug down the chain tensioners by hand. Chain looks good. Double check your tension. This one looks good. I'm going to go ahead and snug this axle down. There we go. Now I've got my 10 and my 12, so I'm just going to slightly snug both of those down so they don't fall off. Cool. The wheel's on, so now we can adjust the brakes up where we need them. Once again, you'll need the bike where it's off the edge of the stand so you can push down and tell when the brake's grabbing. You really want this to be, you don't want any drag on the wheel, but you want the brakes to actuate as quick as possible without there being any drag. We're getting really close. Starting to get brake drags. We're going to back it off a couple. That's perfect. Cool. Good deal. Now that the tube's fixed, we're going to go ahead and lube that chain, change the oil, maybe give it a wash. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching. See you in the next one. it.